today I just wanted to give an update and tell y'all how I'm doing. And I am still called to Japan to answer the first big question there. Um, but I did just want to tell y'all my plans for college, things coming up, about actually the mission trip that I'm going to be taking prior to going to college. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But I just wanted to say thank y'all for watching my previous videos. Just wanted to keep up on my life and praying for me as I do this journey for what God has planned for me. Let's get started. Okay, so obviously the first thing that I want to talk about is college. So to answer some questions right off the bat here is the college that I'm going to is Beth Haven Baptist Seminary in Moore, Oklahoma. Now, Moore is a southern suburb of Oklahoma City, so I'm definitely going to be more in a big city area, but it's basically the nicer part of Oklahoma City, so not as much crime, not as much of homelessness, stuff like that. So won't be having to experience that as much on a day-to-day basis, but definitely still that big city feel. Now, as soon as I get to college, the first thing I'm going to be doing is a missions trip down to Arizona to the Navajo Indian reservations. And from my understanding, it's going to be a Navajo conference, like a church conference of some sort. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing there, but I know we will be helping. So I'm excited for that. And right after that, we'll get back and start classes August 19th. So, and how that is going to work is my college courses are only 2 nights a week, which some of you might be asking, 2 nights a week, how does that work? Well, it's 5 classes a semester, like 5 courses that you do, and 2 classes a summer. So with me getting 5 classes done already with online college, I'm only going to have to do 3.5 years instead of 4, which on the surface isn't that much, but even that half year is a really big blessing. So I'm thanking the Lord for that. But it's going to be 3 classes Monday night, 2 classes Tuesday night. And the reason why it's 2 classes Tuesday night instead of 3, which it's 6 classes a semester, is because of the chapel that they have Tuesday night. So that's why it's 5 classes, chapel, 3 Monday night, 2 Tuesday night. And then I'm going to be helping a lot in the ministries there because the dorms are actually right next to the church. So the dorms is actually a really cool story. It was an old nursing facility that was next to the church, and they went out of business a long time ago. And the church had offered them a long time ago, hey, if you want to give it to us, we'll take it. And of course, they're like, no way. Why would we give away this building for free? Well, it sat for quite a long time. Of course, God was holding it there for them. And they called them and said, hey, do you want this building still? And of course, they were like, of course, why wouldn't we? So they took it and they're remodeling it actually right now. And from the pictures that I've seen, the dorms are beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm actually going to be getting my own room, my own bathroom, basically my own little mini house that I don't have to share with anyone. So with me being an only child, that's definitely very nice. And I'm really looking forward to that. But back to ministries there. I'm going to be probably really helping with my cousin's ministry, which is called the Hope Addictions Program. And the cool part is he's actually a product of that ministry. And because he got saved, I think about 7 years ago. And he recovered from addiction through that program. Now he's on staff at Beth Haven, has a wife, 2 kids, very successful, doing a lot for the Lord. And he's running it now, trying to get it back on its feet. It's gone through some hard times, but God is definitely getting the ball rolling again with the recovery addictions program, which lasts about a year per person that goes through the program. You know, it might be less or more depending on the person, but it's usually about a year. So I'm really looking forward to that. The second thing I wanted to talk about is my source of income, how I'm going to be making money during college, and how that's all going to work. Now, with having a good family to help tell me that I need to put money in savings and me listening to them, I actually have almost 2 years of my college already paid for, which is a huge blessing. Uh, but to keep that money in the savings and not have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck after those 2 years, I am going to be working as a delivery driver through a organization called Spark Driving. So what they do is it's basically run through Walmart, but not really, since they do other businesses in the area that you are working. But Walmart is the big one. That's the one that 98% of the time you're going to be getting orders from. So that is going to be what I'm going to be usually using for income. With that, I can probably make about 400 a week if I'm doing it kind of part-time, kind of full-time, just kind of the schedule that I need for my college schedule as well. So that's a big blessing too, because it's not too hard to work for the money that I make. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing that down there. And my mom was actually a Spark driver as well. That's how I got introduced to it. So looking forward to working on Spark there and being able to do that for my job. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is my prayer list. And the first most important thing is God's will. I need continual prayer on God's wisdom and guidance on all that I do. Just please pray that I stay in His will, that I continue to look for things that He wants me to do, and not to try to do stuff in my own strength and my own power and try to do things my way. Pray that I'm always sensitive to God's will for my life. And second, pray for college. Pray that just classes go well, tests go well, stuff like that. Just the simple things with college. And I'm asking for prayer on just my future wife. I know this is kind of an odd request to say out loud for me, but just pray that I find the girl that God wants for me. No, I'm not dating, and there's no girl that I'm talking to yet, but just pray that down the road I meet the girl God has. Because I don't want to be too hasty. I don't want to just find a girl, say, okay, this is my wife, we're going to Japan, I want to be in God's time and find the girl God has for me. So those would probably be my 3 or 4 biggest things, is just stay in God's will, college, future wife. Those are the 3 biggest things. Now, with all that being said, I just want to say thank you all so much for the prayers, and see you next time. Bye.